so let's take a look at ACX auditions for today. 58 auditions, new. So under open for audition section, I'm gonna look for the new auditions. So let's look for the small ones first, just to get started. Show 30. Okay, so let me just go to. Okay, some are here. Wow. One, I'm just going to do starting the ones that just very low number, just to get rid of those. I mean, just to look at those real quick. Um, let's do two. Okay, was there another two? No, there's a couple twos. Okay. All right, let's try this one. Okay, 1, 2, 2. Let's just do those real quick. Okay.
It would be great to start life at 20, knowing what I know at 59. When I was 23, while enrolled in a counseling practicum, the professor who was evaluating me at the time said, "Guy, you're going to be a really good therapist someday. All you need is gray hair." My youthful arrogance prevented me from understanding what he meant. Many years later, I understand that it takes time to be a good therapist.
I like the audition, so no, I'm not gonna hire, but I will. Hold on a second. Okay, you know what? Add some favorites. Here you go. Okay, let's do that. Okay, this is okay. It's not the book. I understand, no problem. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at a couple other auditions here.
HowExpert Guide to Crochet. 101 tips to learn how to crochet. Pick yarns and needles.
I'm a narrator for Beacon Audiobooks.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
HowExpert with Heidi Hecht. If you want to learn how to buy, sell, trade, invest, and use Bitcoin and cryptocurrency as a beginner, then check out HowExpert Guide to Bitcoin. Do you want to jump into Bitcoin? You can do a lot with it, like buying, selling, trading, and using crypto in your everyday life. In this book, we look at the basics of what Bitcoin is, how to get started, and how to recognize and avoid common pitfalls.
Okay, so
Topics covered in this book include
favorites.
Introduction.
I think
What is
I
Bitcoin?
recognize the narrator's voice. I actually asked this narrator to do this audition because I felt like if we do work, this might be one of the projects. We will see. No guarantees yet. I have to because I have several favorites, 16. So out of 107 auditions overall for this one particular book. Okay, HowExpert Guide to Bitcoin. So HowExpert with Heidi Hecht. Okay, go check it out if you're interested. And yeah, let's take a look at the next.
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20, knowing what I know at 59. When I was 23, while enrolled in a counseling practicum, the professor who was evaluating me at the time said, "Guy, you're going to be a really good therapist someday. All you need is gray hair." My youthful arrogance prevented me from understanding what he meant. Many years later, I understand that it takes time to be a good therapist. Wisdom comes with a price. Guyisms are observations about.
Okay, I may consider. We will see. Okay, we will see. I'll take a listen again, possibly in the future, but we will see. Okay. So, yeah, that's that. So as you can see, I just did some. Took a quick look at about several auditions. So the number will, if I refresh it from 58 new auditions, take a look. So it'll go down to 53. Okay. So now what I do basically is I don't hire anyone yet. Not right now because I still want to take a look at some to all the new auditions, okay? And also, I just like to if someone really stands out for sure, like, happens less often, but I mean, it happens for sure, but right then and there's the perfect topic, perfect voice for that topic, and et cetera, then I may send an offer right then and there, you know. Right now I'm going to take a look at 3 new auditions. Okay, one more here. So it's going to be 6. Okay, let's take a look real quick. What is this? Okay.
HowExpert Guide to NaNoWriMo. 101 tips to learn how to develop characters, plots.
I appreciate it. Thank you very
HowExpert
much.
with Abby Jacquint. If you want to learn how to develop characters, plots, and storylines to write a novel in a month, then check out HowExpert Guide to NaNoWriMo. If you've always wanted to write a novel but have never been able to find the time, then HowExpert Guide to NaNoWriMo is the how-to guide for you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20, knowing what I know at 59. When I was 23, while enrolled in a counseling practicum, the professor who was evaluating me at the time said, "Guy, you're going to be a really good therapist."
Thank you. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate Okay.
HowExpert with Charlotte Hopkins. If you want to learn how to buy, sell, authenticate, and care for your ephemera collection, then check out HowExpert Guide to Ephemera Collector.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to Ephemera Collectibles. 101 plus tips to learn how to buy, sell, authenticate, and care for your ephemera collection. HowExpert with Charlotte Hopkins. If you want to learn how to buy, sell, authenticate, and care for your ephemera collection, then check out HowExpert Guide to Ephemera Collectibles. Ephemera items include everything made from
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20, knowing what I know at 59.
Yeah, I heard that. Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to Plants. 101 tips to learn, understand, and appreciate the history, science, and world of plants.
Thank you. Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Plants. 101 tips to learn, understand.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. So we're going to take a look at it again, refresh it real quick. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay, we went from 53 auditions on the top right here. 44. Wow. That's a lot. Okay, so let's take a look at the from the least to the more. That's how I like to do it, you know. Because when you get a lot of auditions, you gotta start like simple. You know, 444. That's great. That's simple right here, you know. And basically, you look for auditions, and if someone you may consider hiring for that particular project, you know, it's perfect fit. Then you send an offer. Okay.
If you want to learn about and discover the best places to eat, play, and stay in New Haven, Connecticut, then check out HowExpert Guide to New Haven, Connecticut. Welcome to New Haven, Connecticut.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to New Haven, Connecticut. 101 plus tips to learn about. Discover the best.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to New Haven, Connecticut. 101 plus tips to learn about, discover the best places to eat, play, and stay in New Haven, Connecticut. HowExpert with Rick Pecca. If you want to learn about and discover the best places to eat, play, and stay.
Okay. Thank you. I may consider not for this, but possible another book. We will see. No guarantees again. Okay, just add to favorites right now. For
Introduction. It would be great to start
Thank
life
you.
at
I
20.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Let's take a look.
HowExpert with Noah Granger. If you want to learn about the best amusement parks, roller coasters, and theme parks in the world, then check out HowExpert Guide to Amusement Parks and Roller Coasters. From the classic wooden roller coasters at your local pier to the highly technical and intricate new ride that Disney is set to open this.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like the energy, enthusiasm. Thank you.
HowExpert Guide
Again, no
to
guarantees,
Amusement
everyone. Just for
Parks
favorites
and
right now,
Roller Coasters.
because there's two phases: listening, then I'll add to favorites, and I'll be honest with you. For this particular project, this is a real life example out of 100 auditions. Okay, for this one particular project, we have 8 favorites right now. Okay, so for this one particular book, How Expert Guide to Amusement Parks. Okay, and roller coasters. Go check it out. How Expert with Noah Granger. Okay, so go check it out, guys. Let's take a listen. Okay.
Roller coasters. 101 plus tips to the best amusement parks, roller coasters.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys.
Introduction. It would be great.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
If you want to learn about the best amusement parks, roller coasters, and theme parks in the world, then check out How Expert Guide to Amusement Parks and Roller Coasters. From the classic wooden roller coaster at your local pier to the highly technical and intricate new ride that Disney is set to open this next year, to the high-speed steel beast of a monster that sits a few hours away at the closest Six Flags. There is a multitude of attractions out there.
We will see, okay? Thank you.
HowExpert with Jamie LaRose. If you want to learn how to practice yoga, perform basic yoga poses, and experience greater health and wellness in your life, then check out HowExpert Guide to Yoga. This book is a comprehensive voyage for beginners into...
It's a good voice and a microphone, but not for this particular book, but we will see. Again, no guarantees. I'm just listening to a lot of favorites. This particular book, we don't have a lot of favorites as much, but 70 out of 3, but, you know, it got to be the perfect fit, too. So, but again, I'm just listening to all the auditions, and if we find a slot, we may consider. If not, you know, thank you and all the best. All right, thank you.
How Expert Guide to Yoga. 101
I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
tips to learn how to practice.
Introduction. It would be.
Thank you.
If you want to learn how to practice yoga,
Okay.
How Expert Guide to Yoga.
Okay. Let's take a look at how many auditions now. Real quick. 40, 44. Refresh. 32. Okay, so we listened to 10 just right now. I'm going to refresh it one more time real here quick. 44 to 32. Okay, so now we're going to listen to the other ones. Wow, it's getting one more. Just 5, 7, 5, 10. Oh, 3. Wow. Let's just do 5, 5, 5 right now. Just simple. Just simple. Okay. Let's just do those real quick. Shout out to everyone.
If you want to learn how to scuba dive, get certified.
Okay? Thank you to all the narrators for sending auditions, voiceover narrators and auditions. Keep on doing your thing. I encourage you. And you can see it's very competitive. 100 auditions for one slot. So if we don't hire you, it's nothing personal. You know, it's just part of the process. So thank you. I want to thank you. And yeah, my only, I don't even want to give advice, but if there was any advice, to get the best microphone you can have and do, you know, do as many auditions as you can. But if we don't hire you, man, we can't, maybe we didn't find a slot. Okay. And go, I'm sure there's other projects out there. Okay. And we usually work one person per book, because we want to work with as many people as possible, potentially. Okay, one-time project.
Find gear, explore top destinations, and experience all types of dives. Then check out How Expert Guide to Scuba Diving.
Thank you.
How Expert Guide to Scuba Diving. 101 tips to learn how to...
Okay.
Introduction. It would be great.
If you want to learn how to scuba dive,
I notice sometimes it's the same narrators doing the
HowExpert Guide to Scuba Diving.
for different books, same narrators, but it's fine. You still listen to
101 tips to learn how to scuba dive.
until you find someone it's the right slot, okay?
HowExpert with Jessica Radcliffe. If you want to learn how to rescue, help,
Okay. Hold on one second.
HowExpert Guide to Rescuing Cats.
Okay.
HowExpert Guide
Thank you.
to Rescuing Cats with Jessica Radcliffe. Audition by James
HowExpert
King.
Guide to Rescuing Cats. 101 tips to learn how to...
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20.
If you want to learn how to rescue...
Okay. Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Houston, Texas.
Introduction. It would be great to start life.
HowExpert Guide to Houston, Texas. 101 tips to learn about, discover places.
HowExpert Guide to Houston, Texas. 101 tips to learn about, discover places to visit, and find things to do in Houston, Texas. HowExpert with Giselle Fallow. If you want to learn about, discover places to visit, and find things to do in Houston, Texas, then check out HowExpert Guide to Houston, Texas. Houston is a large metropolitan city, the fourth largest in the country. So there are plenty of important things to know about the city.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm a narrator for Beacon Audio.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to Houston.
Thank you.
Books and some.
Okay. Thank you.
The Astros to the Houston.
No guarantees, honestly, but I will consider potentially for other project. We will see. 32 on new auditions, 17 now. Okay. $17. Wow. Okay. Guess we got 7 here. I got 7. Got 3 over there. Okay. It's interesting. Anyhow. 7 here. Let's listen to the 7.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums. 101 tips to learn how to set up your aquarium.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums. 101 tips to...
Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums Audition. Narrated by Benjamin.
HowExpert with Hazel Hall. If you want to learn how to set up your aquarium, add fishes, maintain your fish tank, and enjoy fish keeping, then check out HowExpert Guide to Aquariums.
Thank you.
HowExpert.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums with Hazel.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums. 101 tips to learn how to set up your aquarium, add fishes, maintain your fish tank.
Thank you.
I'm a narrator for Beacon.
HowExpert Guide to Aquariums.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Aquarium.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
If you want to learn how to set up your aquarium...
Thank you. Let's take a look at the next book.
HowExpert with Emily Helton. If you want to learn about honeybees, set up your own apiary, and
I recognize these voices, but I will add to favorites, even though we had add to favorites once. Maybe not for this project. I'm looking for... We will see.
HowExpert Guide to Honeybees.
Again, this particular project, I'm going to take a look. 16 favorites out of 103 auditions, okay? For the project is HowExpert Guide to Honeybees and Beekeeping. Just want to show you real life experience. How competitive it is, how it is.
101 fun facts about honeybees.
HowExpert Guide to Honeybees and Beekeeping with Emily Helton.
Thank you. I appreciate it. appreciate it, guys.
HowExpert Guide to Honeybees and Beekeeping.
Okay, great.
Introduction.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Honeybees and Beekeeping. 101 Fun Facts About Honeybees, Setting Up Your Own Apiary, and Managing Beekeeping as a Hobby, with Emily Helton. If you want to learn about honeybees, set up your own apiary, and manage beekeeping as a hobby.
Thank you. That sounds good.
I'm a narrator for Beacon.
HowExpert Guide to Honeybees and...
Thank you.
Beekeeping as a Hobby by HowExpert Emily Helton.
HowExpert.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate everyone. Thank you. Okay, so
HowExpert Guide to Sonoma County Without the
I
Wine.
appreciate it.
101 plus tips on things to do and tourist attractions.
You know, I recognize the voices, but if I didn't add to favorites, I did add to favorites, I believe, one project, but I'll do it again. Okay, thank you.
Introduction. It would be great to start life at 20.
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to...
Thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Sonoma County Without the Wine. 101 plus tips on things.
I may consider, but again, we'll see. Oh, I already your favorite before. Okay.
HowExpert Guide to Sonoma County Without the Wine. 101 plus tips on things to do and tourist attractions in California's wine country without the wine.
Okay, thank you.
HowExpert Guide to Sonoma County.
Okay, let me just take a look. How many auditions we looked at right now? 17, okay. We're going to refresh it. Wow! Listen to all of it. Wow. So there you go. Real life example. Listening to a whole bunch of auditions for today behind the scenes. I'll show you right here. Just showing you all the books and potential projects that are still active and alive. So if you're interested in becoming an audio narrator for one of these books, go to ACX.com and as a narrator, send us your auditions. Thank you for watching this video. Gotta go. I'll talk to you soon. All right? Take care. Bye.